So in today's class, let us start the what is centroid, the new topic that is centroid. So okay, let us start the new topic. Today's centroid, that is third unit of C18 C18 curriculum. So let us start the today's topic. So by the end of this class, the participant should be able, the listener should be able to define the center of gravity, explain the concept of center of gravity with examples, and state the principles of determination of center of gravity. And so this the by the end of this class, you should be able to uh, learn all these things about it. And let us see one simple examples. So related to general life, it's not a engineering, just you observe the how it is. Take a uniform diameter rod and try to balance it on one finger so that the rod remains horizontal as shown in figure, right? So it can be observed that rod, yeah, you like this is a rod, uniform rod means the same size is same, and let us say length of some length of certain length. Okay, try to balance it on with your finger, right? So how it balanced? At what point it is balanced? Means one side more, one side less, or it is at the center. Then how it is balanced? You observe it. Okay. So what you observe? Just you see. It can be observed that the rod remains horizontal only when the finger is at the midpoint. When the diameter of the rod is uniform, right? And it is kept in your finger like this, right? So if you balance it, at some point, if you keep one side more, one side less, it will not get balanced, it will fall down, right? So if it is, try to keep so that it will be balanced. Okay, it will be in horizontal position, remains horizontal position when the finger is right. At what point it will be horizontal? Means at what length? It is one this length like this, or it is like this, or it is my like this. It is like how what length it is. It will be horizontal. Okay, that length generally it is for a simple what is called uniform diameter, uniform size. If you keep it on finger, so that what happens, it will be at the, if you keep it at midpoint, means at the center point, at the center point in your finger, then that will be remains in a horizontal position. Okay, so for all other positions of the finger, rod tend to rotate downward to the side on which it is longer. Okay, so longer side it will simply, it is tilts and it is fast down. Right, it only only at one position that will be in remains horizontal position. Okay, that is nothing but at the midpoint. Okay, midpoint means this is only applicable only for the having a uniform size. Okay, uniform size, then only it is applicable, right? So that is very simple experiment. Generally we observe it every routine day life, so it is not a big experiment. Okay, now it is the try the same experiment by taking a uniformly varying diameter. Okay, so size varies, it is not uniform size, right? So this is, if you say this is the size of this side is higher and here it is lower, right? So it is higher and lower, size is varying. Okay, here the size is different, here the size is different, right? So if you same experiment, if you repeat with that one, if you keep your finger at the midpoint, it will not be in stable position. Okay, it will simply, it will rotates about any one direction about, and it will fast down. Okay, why it is not, why it is happening? Because in the case of a uniformly varying section, because of this weight will be one side, the weight will be more, other side weight will be lesser, because size is varying. Size on the side where it is size is less, obviously weight will be lesser, and the other side the weight will be more the size, weight will be the more. Okay, means it is, if you keep it at center, the weight is not get balanced. Okay, if you keep your finger at the middle of your that uniform size rod, so that will not get, the size will not get distributed equally on both sides. Okay, when the size, when the weight get, sorry, not size, weight get equally distributed, obviously it will get balanced. Okay, so in this case, in the previous case, it was a uniform size. Uniform size means obviously weight will be, if you keep it at center, both sides it will be have the same weight, whereas in this case it is size is varying. Okay, so that's why it is, you cannot if you don't, if you keep it at center, it will not be in equilibrium condition. Equilibrium means it will not be in stable condition, it will just flux, right? So whereas if you try to move your finger towards a larger size, okay, try to move towards a larger size, when that if you move it towards larger size, at one point it will be in a horizontal position, remain in a horizontal position. It will not fall down. Okay, so that is nothing but that point that you have to observe. Okay, so at what point it is not at the center. Okay, we remember that it is not at the center, it is somewhere away from the center and towards the having higher size. Okay, not the lower size, higher size. That's what it is. It can be observed that it cannot be balanced by the keeping the finger at the midpoint, but it will be horizontal at some other point nearer to larger diameter. Instead of using diameter, let us say that larger size. Okay, larger size and right. So this is another one. Let us go to the other one. Another simple example. Take any other object such as a ring or hollow cord or try to balance it on your finger. Same experiment. It is a little bit object is different. Okay. So what it is? What type of object this one? So it is. I will show with the experiment. This experiment also with. So having this. Okay, this is, let us see this experiment. So let is a pencil of uniform diameter, of course uniform size throughout its length, right? So if you keep it on finger, so what happens if you keep one side, it is falling down. If you keep it one side, it is still falling down. If you keep it somewhere in the midpoint, see that it will be in stable condition, means it will be in a horizontal position. Either it is tilting like this, tilting like this. It is in remain horizontal position, right? That if you keep your finger at the midpoint, means your finger will be at the midpoint. If you keep it on one side, it is simply, it is just, it is falling down. So it is it will not be in position. Okay, so that is nothing but if that will be your total weight of, in this case it is nothing but where weight is located. That point is nothing but we have to discuss about that point itself. Where the point is, the total weight of the all the force of this particular member is locating. If it is keeping, it is nothing but in this case a uniform size. Generally, it is of size of any size. If we keep it at the center, then we will be in horizontal position. Whereas if you take another one, okay, let us take a pen. So if you take a pen, you see this, you observe this one. So what is the length on this side? So length on this side, it will be more. If you see the second experiment, okay, yeah. So if you see this one, on the second side, second experiment, it is a side on this one is a more length, and side on this one it is balanced at not at midpoint. Okay, by keeping your finger at not at midpoint, other than midpoint. Okay, so not at midpoint. How can you say that? It is one. See this. The length is on this side is more compared to length on either side. Right. So in this case, why? The reason is that in this case it is up to this point it is uniform, but beyond this point it is not uniform. It is some other thing is attached to it one. So it is nothing but weight on this side will be higher compared to weight on this side. Okay, that's why it is not get balanced if you keep it at center. Means it is not symmetric. The weight is not symmetrically loaded, not distributed. Okay. So if it is symmetrically means already we discussed what is symmetric. Symmetrically not distributed means it is if you cut into half, so both sides it will not have the same weight. If it like that, then it is nothing but experiment one. Okay. So if you keep your finger at midpoint, that will get balanced. Whereas in this case, it is not symmetric. One side the weight will be more, one side of the weight is less. Okay. Then the length is more, but weight is less. The same thing, if you, that's why it is if you keep it at the center, it is nothing but almost center. Okay. Just if you see that one, is not in horizontal position. Right. So it will not be at the horizontal position. So that's why it is, I am trying to move it to my finger towards the other side having more size, right? At some point it is get balanced, right? If you observe it, so this one is the length on this one is lesser, length on this one higher. Okay, means your length is less, but your weight is more. Okay, weight is more on this side compared to weight on this one, even the length is different, right? So that is nothing but your experiment number 2, right? Now let us see this another experiment. Take any other object such as a ring, hollow cord, and try to balance it on your finger as shown in the figure 3. Okay, so it can be observed that the ring or hollow cord board is balanced only by keeping the finger coinciding with the one of its diameter, not keeping the finger at the edges of the ring. Okay. So if you see this one, it is nothing but this is a hollow ring. Okay, of course this is in square shape. It's not in a circular shape. There it is. We are discussing about the diameter, but it is a square shape, right? So if you see this one, so if you see this one, it will be if you keep in this at this point only, this will be get balanced, right? So that is nothing but a thought. But what is the reason? Okay, let us see out what is the explanation for this one. The reason for the behavior of the rod or ring lies in the concept of center of gravity of the rod or ring. Okay, so the reason is nothing but behavior. Why it is behaving like this? Nothing but this concept is in that one is nothing but center of gravity. Now let us see what is center of gravity. Right. So in most of the civil engineering applications, it is very much essential to know the center of gravity of the body so as to analyze and design structures. Not only in civil engineering, most of the cases. Okay. So most of the cases it is yeah, not only civil engineering, mechanical engineering, sometimes up to civil engineering, other departments also requires, but it is very essential for the civil engineering as well as mechanical engineering also. Okay, this centroid concept. But more of interest, we are designing the structures. Okay, as civil engineering will be for civil engineers, it is most important compared to other. Right. So it is very essential to know the center of gravity of the body so as to analyze the design and structures. So if you can able to locate the center of gravity in such a way that the member may be economical or the member may be safe or the member may be may not tilt about any line. So like that, it is so many advantages. Means if you design properly, if you know the center of gravity, you can design your member in such a way that so that it will be a stable condition. Okay, stability point of view, this center of gravity is very important. Okay, not much about the safety. You can say that it is stability point of view, it is required. We need to calculate the center of gravity. Right. Now let us see the gravity and gravitational force. What is my gravity? Gravitational force. We already know, we are studying in physics from school ages, right? So as per the Newton's second law, the force with which the any particle attracted towards mass center of Earth equal to its mass and acceleration due to gravity. Okay, means any particle will attract any particle or particle is attracted towards the mass center of the earth. That is nothing but your gravitational force. Okay, due to gravity. As the size of the object is significantly smaller compared to size of the earth, we assume that force of each particle of the object is parallel to each other. Means it is when compared to your all the your gravitational force means it what we know is that it is attracts vertically downwards towards the center of the earth. Okay, so that is nothing but your gravitational force, a direction of line of action of the gravitational force. But if you take any body, so it will, right, if you take this one, if you take this one, so it will be vertically downwards, means it is a gravitational force acts vertically downwards. At this point it is vertical downwards. At this point also it will be vertical downwards one. Okay, so it is nothing but it is because it is not parallel, both may not be parallel. The center for this one, so earth is round kada, so earth is a round shape, so it means it is vertically downwards, means here it is will be it will be, it shall be like this. Okay, it will be like this, it will be like this. But your forces, the forces may not be parallel. Okay, so if you draw like this, so I will show it instead of this one. Okay, so let us say this is your earth surface, your body is, let us say this body. Okay, this weight acts through here, it is one oh, sorry, it is like this. At this point it is like this. Your at this particle at this point is like this. Let us say this is your center of the earth, right? If you the line of action of your gravitational force of this particle is like this, and this particle is like this. Okay, so this particle is like this, and the middle particle is like this. Of course I could not able to draw it in correct vertical direction, so please try to understand it what I am saying. So means all these three lines may not be parallel. Okay, is on radial direction. Okay, you can see that is they are in radial direction, but compared to your earth surface area, diameter, size of the earth. Okay, size of the earth is very bigger. Our buildings or what is the objects are very small. Okay, so that's why it is nothing but we can treat that it is like a parallel. Okay, they are parallel to each other, they are acting like a parallel to each other. That's what we are assuming. Okay, they are parallel to each other. not in radial direction. Why we are assuming? Because compared to the size of the object, compared to size of the object, the size of the earth is very much higher. Okay, means object size is very small compared to earth size. Okay, so that's why we are assuming that they are parallel to each other. They are acting parallel to each other. That's what the meaning of this sentence. Okay, as the size of the object is significantly smaller compared to the size of the earth, we assume that force E of each particle of the object is parallel to each other. Each particle, look at this particle, this, then it comprises of many number of particles, n number of particles. Okay, n number of forces, n number of particles will have the n weight. Each weight will act towards the center of gravity. I mean, towards the acting the due to gravity of they will act vertically downwards. Okay, so we are assuming that they are parallel to each other instead of this in radial direction. Okay, because they are our object is very small compared to size of the earth. That's what the reason, right? Next, central. Now let us define the center of gravity. See what is center of gravity. How to calculate center of gravity. So every body, not everybody, every body can be assumed to be made up of infinite number of particles. As we just know that if we are any body, it can be anything. So if you take this pencil, it consists of many number of particles. Here to here, it is having certain length. So for this and then, if we divide into n number, you can divide n number of particles, many number of particles. Okay, not 1, 2, 10, lakhs, crores. You can divide any into any number of particles. So each particle will have certain weight. Okay, that's what we are saying that it consists of infinite number of particles. So the weight of different particles of the body contribute to a system of like parallel forces, because each force, each particle will have the weight. Okay, so that particle will act towards the direction of the vertically downwards, means towards the gravitation towards the center of earth. Okay, so it means all this each particle weight will it is like a they are like a parallel forces. Okay, acting downwards. Parallel force. They contribute to a system of like parallel forces, means all are act towards the downward, means line of action is downward. So that's what reason of like parallel forces. The weight of different particles of the body contribute a system of like parallel forces. Right. So for all position of the body, the resultant of this system passes through a fixed point in the body. Of course, we have studied that. So how to calculate the resultant of a uh, like parallel forces. Okay. So for all positions of the body, the resultant of this system passes through a fixed point in the body. Means if we calculate the resultant of all these forces of that particular body, so it will passes through a resultant will be one part passes through a fixed point. Okay, resultant will passes through a fixed point. Okay, so that point, that this fixed point is the center of gravity of the body. Okay, so that fixed point is the center of gravity of the body. Means if you take any body, right? So if we take this body, so it will consist of an infinite number of particles from here to here. There are infinite number of particles. If you calculate, if you see that each particle will have some weight, and it will act the gravitational force act towards a downward, right? So downward, if you like, if it there will be an infinite number of particles. Means all forces will have like a form a parallel forces. Okay, all these parallel forces will have a resultant. Okay, so that resultant passes through one point. Okay, a fixed point. That is a fixed point. That fixed point is nothing but a center of gravity. Okay, so that's what is the definition of center of gravity. So a body consists of several number of particles. Each particle weight will passes through the vertical downwards. The forming all the particles. I will repeat it. So a body consists of number of particles. So each body's result, each body a result, and each particle has weight. So that is nothing but central gravitational force of attraction. Okay, that each force is nothing but they form like a system of like parallel forces. Okay, acting towards the downward. Like parallel means all are towards the same direction and form the like parallel forces. This like force system of your like parallel force system has some resultant point. Okay, resultant it will have the resultant, and it will passes through a fixed point. The resultant will have passes through a point that is a fixed point. Okay, that is fixed means this. If you take this particle, this body, you can divide any number of particles. You can divide it as 10 particles or 20 particles or 100 particles or 1000 particles or and many more. You can divide into any number of particles. If you divide it into number of particles, and if you see that weight, where the weight passes through this one, so if you calculate the resultant of the particles weight, right, and if you see that it will the resultant will be same, and the particle will pass through the same point. If you divide in 10 parts or 100 parts, okay, that is nothing but fixed point. Fixed point of the body. This fixed point is called, we are calling it as a center of gravity. Okay. So this is about definition of the principle of aeronautics. How to what is central gravity? This is now let us define it actually. Okay. So we are only defined using taking into a body. Now let us definition. See the definition. The center of gravity of a body is the fixed point through which the resultant of the parallel forces due to weights of each particle of it always passes for all positions of the body. Right. So the center of gravity of a body is the fixed point. Center of gravity of body is fixed point. That's what we have discussed so far. Through which the resultant of the parallel forces due to weights of each particle of it always passes for all positions of the body. All position means just now we have discussed. We take into a fixed point. There is a fixed point. So how we got the fixed point? It is nothing but calculating the resultant of all the forces, all the particles weights. Okay, each particle have the weight. That is nothing but gravitational force. Okay, so because of that weight, it will have the impulse. The earth will push downwards. That is nothing but gravitational force. Like that is also a force. Okay, so force. All the, like this, it has several number of particles. Each particle will have several vertical downward force. Gravity. It is attracted by gravitational force. It is like a force. All these particles, due to this one, they will form a parallel force system, and they will have the resultant. Okay. So due to the weights of each particle of it passes through for all positions of the matter. Okay, it's nothing but it will have the parallel force system. It will have the resultant. It will that you can find the resultant position of the resultant. Okay, point through which the resultant passes. Okay, if you find that point, okay, so that is nothing that is calling as center of gravity. Okay, so but again for the all positions of the body, all positions means if you the body may be either this position, or it can be like this, or it can be like this, or it can be like this. It can be all positions. If you tilt the body in any direction, like this, like this, like this, like this, any direction, so it will be a fixed point. Center of gravity is a fixed point. If you direction, any direction, if you calculate, if you put like this, or if you put like this, if you put like this, it will all its weights, okay, passes through a single point. That point is nothing but the resultant of all these parallel forces passes through a single fixed point. That is, we are calling it as a center of gravity for all positions. Okay, position means any position. If you keep it like this, like this, like this, any direction. Okay, you can fit anyway. That point is a fixed point. Okay, it will have it. Generally, if you take this one, it is if you take a length is let us say 10 centimeters. So generally it will lies at this 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters again at the middle point. Okay, so about if you hang at that point, that will be in stable position, right? So that is nothing but your definition concept behind the center of gravity. So the position of the center of gravity of the body is great practical importance as it affects the stability of the body. Very, very important. So stability. So and to know the stability means whether the body is in stable position or not. We have to find the position of the center of gravity. Find the position of, if we find the position of gravity, then only we can say that whether it is stable or not using the center of gravity concept. Okay. So for that we have to calculate the center of gravity. So practically it is body is to be stable or not. We can define using this center of gravity. For the greatest stability of the body, the center of gravity shall be as close to the supporting base as possible. Okay, supporting base as possible. The greatest stability. ఆ పేర్లు రాసి ఏం లేదన్న జస్ట్ నువ్వు సీరియల్ నెంబర్ ఉన్నాయి కదా అక్కడ వాళ్ళ ఎక్సెల్ షీట్ లో సీరియల్ నెంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయి ప్రతి పేరు పక్కన. 6 ఉంది కదా, 6 సీరియల్ నెంబర్ 6 ఎం సంపత్ కుమార్ అని రాసి కింద కాలం నెంబర్ 8 నో. యాక్చువల్లీ అది ఎస్ నోనే ఉంది, అది నోనే యాక్చువల్లీ కాలం అందరికి మన అందరికి నోలే వస్తాయి, అందరికి మొత్తం ఉన్న కాలేజ్ మొత్తం నోలే అవన్నీ. కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే మనల్ని అడగడం అంతే, వాళ్ళ ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే అది జస్ట్ అంతే. అందరికి తెలిసిందే కదా, అందరికి నోనే అందరికి నీళ్ళే ఉంటుంది, కానీ జస్ట్ మనతో చెప్పి మనతోనే మనల్ని అడిగినట్టుగా అన్నంత పద్ధతి అంతే. ఫస్ట్ నో అంటే మిగతా మిగతా 3 నాట్ అప్లికబుల్ అంతే. మిగతా 2 నాట్ అప్లికబుల్, లాస్ట్ 1 రిమార్క్స్ కాలం నిల్లదు, ఇంకేంది. నేను ఫస్ట్ నో అని రాసిన, సెకండ్ 8th ఏమో కాలం నెంబర్ 8 దాన్ని ఏమంటారు నో. అక్కడ ఎస్ఆర్ నో అని రాసింది, నో వస్తుంది మనకి. ఒకసారి 8th కాలం నో అయిందంటే మిగతా 2 నాట్ అప్లికబుల్, రిమార్క్స్ కాలం నాట్ అప్లికబుల్, రిమార్క్స్ కాలం నిల్లు అంతే. అంతే లేదు లేదు ఏం లేదు. చెప్పింది అది స్పెసిఫిక్ రాసింది, చదవలేనట్టు పైన మెన్షనింగ్ బై సీరియల్ నెంబర్ అండ్ యువర్ రైట్ యువర్ కామెంట్స్ అని రాసింది మొత్తం. సరే సరే, నేను ఇప్పుడు అంతా ఇది జూమ్ క్లాస్ చెప్తున్నా. అవును సరే ఓకే. So for the greatest stability point, I mean, to have the greatest stability, greatest is maximum stable. So to being to keep a member in greatest stability, maximum stability position means perfect stability position of the body. The center of what we have to do is nothing but we have to design the body or keep a body in such a way that center of gravity shall be as close to the supporting base as well, as close to the supporting body. And it means if you are keeping any body on a supporting base, the center of gravity means as close to the earth. Let us say it is a body. So if you want to keep your maximum stability condition, so if you want to keep that, this is support. Let us say this is supporting body. So it shall be as close to the earth, this one. Okay. If it is larger the distance, means away from the your supporting base, it will not become stable, because so many other why it is not stable means, let us say this is acting here, right? So for example, simple say that you can say simple example, you are riding a two-wheeler or car, let us say car. Okay, so if it is the height of the car increases, what happens? Obviously there is a possibility of wind, it may tilt about. Okay, it may tilt. Okay, so that is nothing but if his height is increasing, what it's nothing but your height is lesser means you are keeping body size is decreasing. When the size is decreasing, obviously center of gravity will be as close to the earth as possible. Okay, to the ground, as close to the ground as possible. If your size is increasing means you are obviously your center of gravity will shift towards the center of that one, means towards the upward direction. When it is if that is the case, there is a possibility if it is where the wind is there, obviously it will get tilted. Okay, easily possible compared to when it is very close to the ground surface. Okay, that's why it is the restriction is nothing but that why you have to have the stability, what stability you want. Okay, so if you increase the weight, again the center of gravity towards it comes to towards the what is called towards the nearer to the ground surface. But if you go on increasing the weight, the vehicle weight increases. Okay, so that leads to some other problems, some other complications. So that's why it is better, not only that one, just I'm saying a simple example so understand easily. Okay, so that is the reason behind we have to stability point of view, we need to keep the center of gravity shall be as close to the supporting base as possible. Okay, so that is the reason for that one, you need to get a maximum stability. Now let us see the location of center of gravity, how to find the location of the center of gravity. Center of gravity is located in just the same way as finding the resultant of number of parallel forces. Just now we have discussed how to, what is the definition. Definition also we have found that it is nothing but a point through which all the resultant gravitational force of attraction passes to point. Okay, that point is nothing but center of gravity. Okay, right. So this is also, it is located in just the same way as finding the resultant of number of parallel forces. Note that center of gravity of a body always lies on a plane of symmetry, if any of the body. Okay, so means if it is having any symmetrical body is there, So it is lies in the intersection with the center of gravity of a body lies on a plane of symmetry. Means about which plane? So it will be symmetric. It lies on that point itself. Okay. So that is nothing but plane of symmetry. Means if it is having more than two numbers of symmetric, so it is nothing but it will lies on the intersection point of that symmetric planes. The intersection point, it will lies at the intersection point. That's what you should know about it. The center of gravity of body always lies on a plane of symmetry. If any of it can be understood that center of gravity lies on a plane of symmetry. The plane of symmetry is plane through the body such that the mass distribution is same either on either side. Okay, so it nothing but what is symmetry? First of all, symmetry is nothing but if you cut into two halves, the both sides you will have the same weight or same area or same loads. Symmetry means similar. The both sides should be same, similar. Similarity shall be there. If you are on the other side, two forces are there, this side also there should two forces. If this side area is 10 square meters, means this side also should have 10 square meters. If this side is mass is 10 kgs, means this side also mass shall have 10 kgs. Like that, it shall be the thing. But about if plane, if you cut it into about that plane, both sides it should be similar. Okay, same. It shall be same. That can be the quantity can be anything. Okay, then that is called the plane of symmetry. Right. So plane of symmetry is the plane through the body such that a mass distribution. In this case, we are discussing about the center of gravity. That's why we are saying that mass distribution. Okay. If this mass is distributed is same on either side. Okay. About this plane of symmetry, the center of gravity lies on that one. Okay. So if you see this again similar one, if you see this one, if you, this is a pencil. Okay. So if you cut into two halves, means if it is in such a way, it will be similar. It is having same what is called uniform size. If you cut into half, means exactly at the midpoint. If you cut into two halves, so this side whatever the weight is there, this side also the mass is same. Okay, weight is same on both sides. Okay, so that's why it is nothing but this plane of symmetry is nothing but this is the plane of symmetry, means a midpoint. Okay, the plane of symmetry passes through the midpoint of this for this body. Okay, similarly if you cut into two halves into vertical direction also, again it is also it is circular. If you cut in any direction, you will symmetry only. Symmetry about any of the axis. Okay. So if you cut into half, again it will pass through the midpoint. Okay. Means at the center of the diameter. Right. So it passes through the center of your what is it? Center of your circle. Okay. Diameter is center of your this body. Okay. So similarly, this will have this side one at the center also one plane of symmetry. This is one plane of symmetry. Another one, this is plane of symmetry. Another one, this is plane of symmetry. Means one is basically this one is this one. Right. So if you draw two symmetry line of symmetries or plane of symmetries, they will intersect at one point. Okay, at the midpoint they will intersect. That intersection point is nothing but a center of gravity. If it is more than that is there, you can define like this. Okay. So plane of symmetry. So this is plane of symmetries. Okay. So this is a one. This is a center one. This is a center point. Right. Okay. This is a center point. Right. This bodies. This is center line for this direction. Okay. This is a. I will take a point up. Look here. This is one side. Okay. This is another side. Sorry. I'm very sorry. So this is another side. Right. And this is height. Okay. Or you can say this if you take this side, x, y, and this is z direction. Another direction. Three-dimensional body. This is on this. Right. If you this is for this one, this is the center point. Okay. For this one, this is the center, and for this one, this is the center line. Okay. So this is the center. For this one, this is the center, and for this one, this is the center. Right. So this is center point. Right. For this one, this is the center. Right. So if this is about if you take this plane, this is your line of plane of symmetry. Okay. So if you take this plane, right, this is plane, this is center point. If you cut into center point, both sides will have the equal mass. Okay, this is nothing. That's why it is nothing. That's why we are calling it as a plane of symmetry for this. Like if you take this side, so if you cut into midpoint, so it's nothing but this is plane of symmetry. Okay, so this is your plane of symmetry. For this one, this side, this is plane of symmetry. Okay, and other side, So this is one, this is one. So this one. Okay, this is height side. If you take this one, so this is plane of symmetry. So if you see this one, you can see dotted lines here. So this is plane of symmetry. Okay, so it is symmetrical about all three dimensions, all three directions. Okay, so that's why it is that your center, where center of gravity lies, very simple, the intersection point of all these planes. That is nothing but this point. This is nothing but your center of gravity. Okay, so center of gravity lies at the intersection of line of symmetries, we can say. Okay, so this is plane of symmetry. Of course, plane of symmetry, wherever they intersect, that is nothing but your intersection center of gravity. Now let us see your center of gravity of some simple solid bodies. So name of the solid is nothing but cylinder. If you take a cylinder of height h, right, your center of gravity, of course not centroid, center of gravity. Centroid is different, center of gravity is different. So centroid lies, so where it is at a distance of h by 2 from the base. Okay, so if you take like this, okay, if you see this from front side, front elevation, so it is looks like a rectangle. Okay, in the circular, of course, it should be having circular shape like this. Okay, so if you see this one, if you see the front side, so it will be rectangular shape. Okay, if you see this from front side, any side, not only this side, any side, because it is circular shape, if you see anything, it really looks like. So where it lies is nothing but h by 2, middle point. Okay, so at the middle point, that's what it is said. Like, location of the CG. CG lies on the vertical axis at the half of its height. Vertical axis means if you cut into two halves like this, where CG lies on this line only, means it is like this. If you, this is vertical axis which divides both sides equally. Okay, in this one I am little bit on this side more, this side less, and this side more, but it is nothing but, let us assume that is a exactly cutting this member into two halves. Okay, so obviously what happened, this center of gravity lies, CG lies on this point. Okay, on this line itself, on this line itself. It can be, and where it lies depends on this size. Okay, if it is exactly rectangular, obviously side at the center. If it is in a different, a little bit of like this size, then it is somewhere, it will shift towards a lower, because more mass is there here compared to here. So that's why it is a different, you have to find out. So accordingly, it will be shifted towards a downward or upward, depends on its size. It is same uniform size, then it will be at the center. CG lies on the vertical axis at the half height of the tongue. Basically, in this case, it is exactly, cylinder is nothing but it is a uniform diameter throughout it, and it is having a center. It is lies on the vertical axis, and at weight point, it is nothing but, because of uniformity, uniform size, it will lies at a distance of h by 2 from the base, or h by 2 from the top. Right. So that is how you have to find out, say, center location of the, you can locate the center of gravity. Next, solid cone, of course. Next body is nothing but solid bodies. Of course, these all are nothing but solid bodies. So if you take a cone, it is just like a pyramid. Some portion is cut off. Okay, some portion is cut off. So it is nothing but a cone, right? So if it is just like, it is something nothing but it is a, for example, if you take a, say, one pyramid, what is the, where the pyramid lies? At a distance on the vertical axis at a distance of h by 2. Right, but this is nothing but we are discussing about cone. It is like from this cylinder, so this portion and this portion is removed, that's nothing but a cone, right? But in this case, it is not the center of gravity not lies at the center point, so it lies somewhere other point, some other point. Okay, where it is, it shifts, it will lies in the vertical axis only, because about this vertical axis, it is symmetrical, both sides is symmetrical. It lies on the vertical axis only, but it will shift towards the bottom of your bottom side, downward. It shifts, CG is shifted towards a downward direction. Okay, so why? Because the weight is towards upward, is weight is more, so mass is lesser, and towards the bottom it is mass is more. That's why shift towards a downward, and lies at a distance of h by 2. Previously it was h by 2 in case of cylinder. Okay, but whereas in this case, in the if you're having same height, let us say it is both are having same height, but your CG shifts towards a downward and it will be h by 4, not h by 2. Means it is almost half of your what is called cylinder, right? So h by 4. That's what it is. That's what we can remember. That more the whichever whatever the side direction or more weight is there, towards that the center of gravity shifts. Okay, so location of CG lies on the vertical axis at 1/4 of the height from the base. So from this base it is 1/4. Okay, where in this case with the previous cylinder it is half. Next one is pyramid. Okay, right. So pyramid again. So pyramid means, what is a pyramid? Pyramid is nothing but it is a like a, what is the shape of the pyramid at the base? At the base means here it is a square in shape. Okay, pyramid shape will be square shape. At the base it will be of square shape. Okay, pyramid. Let us say this height is h, and where CG lies? Again CG lies at a distance of 1/4 of the height from the base. Okay, again from the 1/4 from this, let us say it is. So if generally it is, we cannot see like this. Okay, so we can see in a such a different manner. It is only four sides. It is means one is this one, another is this one, right? So if you see this another one, only one can see. If you see this one, other will be like this. That's why we cannot see. This is not a correct diagram, but is only representation point of it was shown. Okay, so like this. This is this one, and this side, and this is another side. This is one side, and this is another side. Okay, other side. Okay, this one is the other side. This is the back side. This is the front. If you say that this is the front side, this is one is left side, and this one is right side, and this one is a back. Okay, other side is a back side of your front side, back side, left side, right side. Right. At this base, they will be pyramid means always a square section. Okay, so they are always in square, always square size. So this will be means all this one are same. Okay, square, then only it will become square, right? So for this one, the center of gravity CG lies at a height of, from this base it lies up at a height of 1/4. Okay, so that's what it is. From this one it is 1/4. Okay, if you draw like this, other shall be like this, not like that. Okay, so it will be like this, right? Not this one, this is wrong. So this is wrong. Forget about this. This is a pyramid. Okay. So and these sides are nothing but sides of a base. All these four sides, it will have four sides. All will have equal size. And your center of gravity lies from here to h by 4 height. Okay. So that is center of gravity where it lies for the pyramid. Let us say sphere. So if you take a sphere, so center of gravity obviously lies at the center point. Like it is, if it is circle, it's nothing but circle is nothing but two-dimensional. Sphere is nothing but three-dimensional. Okay, just like a ball. Ball center will, where a circular ball means it, where it lies at the center. Okay, that's what it is. At a height of from here to it is d by 2, dr d by 2, d by 2, d by 2, d by 2. Okay, CG lies at the geometric center of the solid. Okay, so it lies at the geometric center. Next, hemisphere. So hemisphere also it will lies at a height of 3r by 3r by 8. So if you take this one, so it is 3r by 8. Okay, so this height is nothing but, so 3r by 8. This height is nothing but 3r by 8. Okay, CG lies on the vertical axis of symmetry at a height of 3r by 8. Vertical axis is nothing but, this is the vertical axis. On this line it lies, but at what height? The height is nothing but 3r by 8. Okay, so this is symmetric vertical axis. Vertical axis is nothing but symmetric axis. Okay, so this is how we have to This is what we have discussed about the different topics, that is nothing but center of gravity. So what is the definition of center of gravity? And we also discussed about the how to locate the center of gravity for different solid bodies. Okay, and also define the gravitational force, right? And locating the center of gravity, position of center of some simple solids. Right? Okay, this is about. So let us stop here.